Right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Coffee with the Principal. Great to see you here today. Thank you so much for joining me. Glad you've taken the moment to join in today's Coffee with the Principal. All right, let's get started. We are on Zoom again today, so remind everyone of our norms. You've joined the meeting muted. Feel free to use the chat box as you might need to. We are recording the meeting, and that's so we can share with families who aren't able to make this particular time. And then, we'll have Q&A at the end. Feel free to use the raise hand feature or just put something in the chat. I have now corrected the link on this slide of where you can access all our archived Coffees with the Principal at bit.ly/KJSA YouTube. You can see us there and subscribe to us, and then you get notified in case you ever miss one. All right, so I want to share a couple of cool things that have been happening around the school recently. So first of all, we are super thrilled to be highlighting our students. This month we highlighted 3 amazing scholars here at Katherine Johnson who were our Rockets of the Month. So we've got Brennan in 6th grade and Malia in 7th grade and Allie in 8th grade. So well done for a combination of academics as well as doing a fantastic job of really being leaders in terms of how we want students to be here on campus. So well done to these students. This is always a tough decision because there are many, many, many students. So congrats to these 3 this particular month. We also want to give a shout out to our Rocket Robotics team and Ms. Dunklin. We want to acknowledge that they have been competing in various VEX tournaments. The most recent VEX tournament was this past Monday. And we also want to shout out our students for doing such an amazing job as they participate in that, as they learn from that, as they grow from that. I also want to say a big thank you to our families who banded together and made those awesome NSBE KJSA hoodies for members of our NSBE team. So thank you so much. They're really tremendous. Kids obviously can wear them to school. And they're super excited to do so. So thank you so much for that. This couple things that have been happening this week with our students and here at the school. Yesterday, a big shout out to Miss Gueth and Miss Casimir and Mr. Kendrick, who led our 8th graders to we hopped on a bus, or they hopped on a bus and headed over to Wright Middle School, couple miles away, where they were having an HBCU college fair for middle school students. So the principal at Wright invited us, since we are so close, to join them for their annual HBCU college experience. So our students had a great time learning about different HBCUs, what are their different priorities and the different things that they focus on and excel in, and what are the requirements in order to attend some of those. So big shout out to Ms. Gueth and all the 8th graders who participated in that. The other thing that was happening yesterday was we have something called Future Rocket Day here at Katherine Johnson STEM Academy. And it is a day where we invite 5th graders from our neighborhood feeder schools. And so we did this once earlier in the year back in September. And we did this yesterday as well with Kentwood and Playa Vista and Loyola Village. So we had 5th graders here on campus engaging in different academics and STEM activities with potential future teachers. And this is a really great way to showcase, our teachers in our school to families who may want to send their students here next year. So shout out to our families and to our students for doing that. Next week, this is important. Next week is Winter Spirit Week. So we have themed dress days every single day, and it is very, very encouraged. And we want to encourage our Rocket students to participate in our themed dress days next week. So on Monday, it is Merry Monday Pajama Day. So you can wear school appropriate pajamas. Tuesday is holiday accessories. So maybe that's like a hat or I don't know, like I've seen the little hair piece that has like the reindeer things. That's that's fine. Yeah, I've seen young men wear like, the tie that lights up and play jingle bells. So that's Tuesday, holiday accessories. Wednesday is holiday characters. So like if you want to dress up as like Frosty the Snowman or Santa Claus or an elf or another holiday character that speaks to you or to your child, we can do that. Thursday is ugly sweater day. Enough said about that. Your child can wear an ugly sweater. And then Friday is Friday flannel day on Friday. So these are optional for students. We encourage them, but they are optional. Most kids want to do this. If they don't want to do the theme for that particular day, it's no problem. They just need to wear their regular school uniform on that day. Okay. Okay, I want to give you a couple quick updates about acceleration days. You've probably heard about this both from us and from the district, and you've been getting 50 million emails and texts, etc., from everybody about the first two optional acceleration days. They are scheduled for Monday, December 19th and Tuesday, December 20th. Those 2 days are optional. So if your family, if you want to send your kid, you can. If you have got other things you want to do, you can do that too. A couple things that I can share with you at this point. There's a lot of information that's still coming. First of all, is this: if you're not planning to send your kid to acceleration days, you don't need to worry about anything I'm about to say. But if you are, know that the 2 acceleration days are scheduled to take place actually not here at Katherine Johnson STEM Academy, but at Wright Middle School. So just a couple, just across Lincoln Boulevard in the neighborhood of Westchester. I will be the principal of those 2 days of acceleration days. The students attending are students who either currently attend Katherine Johnson or currently attend Wright. So we've got enrollments already. So those folks will be able to attend. It'll be staffed by various local District West teachers. Some might be Katherine Johnson STEM Academy teachers. Some might be Wright teachers. But again, they'll be staffed by different folks, in the area. Many folks, or there are some folks who are already enrolled for this. So if you're already enrolled, you're good to go. If you're not enrolled but would still like to enroll, there is no online way to do it anymore. What you have to do is you have to call us at the school or email Mr. Medellin, and he can manually enroll you in participating in that. Like I said, much more information will be forthcoming next week to you as families, particularly those who are enrolled. But it looks like the schedule will roughly mirror the regular school day schedule. We're probably looking at either an 8 to 3 or an 8:30 to 3:30. I think we will have Beyond the Bell afterwards. But again, the big thing to know is that it won't be here at Katherine Johnson STEM Academy. It will be at Wright Middle School, so we can serve students from both schools. All right, that's a lot of information on that. And if you have questions, you can email Mr. Medellin or you can email myself. All right, couple reminders as we move forward. Our basketball team has started. I am pleased to announce that we have selected Coach Antonio Scoop Jardine to be our coach of our basketball team this year. He is the parent of one of our students here at the school who will also be on the basketball team. And he comes with a lot of basketball experience, both as a player for a D1 school and also as a current assistant coach at LA Trade Tech. Anyway, on Tuesday of this coming week, after school at 4 o'clock, we're having a required meeting for members of the basketball team. It is required for the players. It is optional for families. If you're a parent of a basketball player and you've registered already, we encourage you to come, but you do not have to. But he's going to give more information about like schedule and practices and get sizes for uniforms and things like that. We'll share the schedule at that point. It's still not published yet, but the schedule will be published at that point. First week of the season will be the first week we get back in January. And then we can, if families have questions, we can, Coach and I will be there to answer your questions. So that will be this Tuesday at 4 p.m. after school. There is a FIA, just so that families know, because I see somebody on this call who's part of it. There is a FIA app that we are trying to figure out how to work so that we can do like communication and registration through the FIA app. We're still trying to figure that out. But in the meantime, what I've done is I've created a Class Dojo class on Class Dojo that I've sent this invitation for Tuesday out on. So until we can figure out the FIA app, we'll do communication through Class Dojo. All right, so I won't say much more about this, but we continue our different supports for students. So we have Tier 1 tutoring for all our students, and I'm going to actually show you how to access this. More of our families have started accessing this through tutor.com. I'm going to show you in just a second. We do also have strategic after-school tutoring, which has been taking place on Mondays and Wednesdays with Mr. Kendrick and Ms. Alejandre. I am going to wager that it's going to continue into the spring. And then thirdly, I labeled this 1, 2, and 1. Whoops. All right. Thirdly, we have an LMU student who comes to our campus a couple times a week, and we've identified a small group of students in each grade level that he will actually pull out briefly for half an hour once a week and work on some specific math skills. One of the things that is happening right now is we've gotten a lot of questions about tutor.com, and more families know about it and want their child to be able to access it, particularly as we get towards the end of the semester, or maybe even as some way to engage over break. And so what I want to do is do a couple of things. One is share with you a very short video on how to access it. And then 3, I want to actually show you live how to access it. So you can do this on your own. So the video first. We'll see if this works. Here we go. And I will stop my video and
offers free one-on-one. Did you know that LAUSD offers free one-on-one tutoring for all students?
Yes. Tutoring is available 24/7 for every LAUSD student at no cost.
We can access homework help, writing support, and concept review on demand in 3 easy steps.
Log into Schoology.
Choose one of your courses and scroll to tutor.com on the left.
And connect with an expert tutor.
Help is available in a wide range of subjects, such as math, science, social studies, and AP courses, and much more.
Tutoring is for everyone.
Está disponible en inglés y español, así que participa.
I'm participating.
We are too.
Now it's your turn.
It'd be nice if I unmuted, right? Okay, so I want to show you for a minute what this actually looks like. So I'm going to walk you through what your child would do to access tutoring. And so it's going to look a little, it actually will look the same, but I'm not going to actually start the tutoring because I'm not a kid. But anyway, here's what they do. Your child logs on to their Schoology account, not your Schoology account, but their Schoology account, and they literally click on any course. Any course, it doesn't matter. Any course they will take to, and they will get, their regular course. Then what they're going to do is they're going to scroll down this left-hand side and click on tutor.com. And what should pop up is a little pop-up that looks like this and says, okay, you are now in tutor.com, and it identifies the name of the student. I'm going to make this bigger. And there's a couple ways that your child can engage with a tutor. One is they can connect with a tutor immediately. Default, what they do is, like, let's say it's 4:30, they're home, they're working on science, and they have some questions about, about their middle school science questions. So they just go here, connect with the tutor now. The topic, I'm going to click on, where is it? Science. Subject, I'm going to go to middle school science. I'm going to say I'm a 7th grader, and your child can connect in one of two ways, either chat only or chat plus voice. And what they do is then they type in their question, like, I'm struggling with the concept of photosynthesis. Yeah, I spelled it right. And they can click connect now, and they can use they can connect with a tutor live 24/7, day or night, in that particular area. That is probably the best way to just get started on that. Let's say alternately that they had a tutoring session with a particular tutor. That tutor turned out to be really, really helpful, and they want to when they want to, like, engage with that tutor again, maybe next week, because it was really good. So if that's the case, what they can do then is they can actually go into tutor.com and they can click schedule a tutoring session, and you can search for a particular tutor, like a middle school math tutor, and they can search for that particular tutor and schedule a particular time with that tutor. And up will pop that tutor's calendar regarding when those tutors are particularly available. So they can schedule a time in advance. Another thing that they can do is your child can submit a paper for review. So if they're working on a narrative assignment or a research paper for their ELA class, or maybe their history class, they can actually submit a document for a 12-hour review. So they do need about a 12-hour lead time on this. So maybe it's like, a paper's due on Monday, hey, you finished up it on Friday and you want to get a little bit of feedback. So you just select your grade level, topic of the paper, where are you in the writing process, and then describe the assignment, etc. And then they can upload the file, and someone will read that and give them some feedback on that. Additionally, a student can take a practice quiz in all sorts of different subjects, like math fundamentals, English 1. Those are probably the ones you'd want to do here. And then there are other tools. Maybe if you've got older students at home, you can watch videos, or you can prep for SAT, ACT. So anyway, there's a lot there, and it's super easy to connect with a tutor. We just want to make sure your child knows how to get there. Again, from any course, they just go to tutor.com, and up will pop that portal for you to select tutoring. All right, so let's keep on going and see where we're at. Okay. Today is the last day of the LAUSD School Experience survey. And right now we've got about 30% of our families who have completed the survey. If you are one of the families who did and you sent me the confirmation, then I've given that to our office team, and your child's gonna get a certificate for a free dress pass. So thank you in advance for that. If you have not, I'm asking you to do this right now. Click the link that I just put in the chat and open it in a new window, and then come back to it after we're done with the meeting, although we're almost done. So that will be super helpful for us. And like I said, we're almost done. So we're actually at the end of the presentation that I had. So I will pause for a moment and see if there are any questions that folks may have about any of the things that I shared or anything else. All right. Well, if there aren't any questions, I want to wish you a very, very happy Friday, a great weekend, and enjoy the Enjoy the upcoming holiday. Just so you know, I'm looking at our calendar and I haven't decided yet whether or not we're going to have a Zoom online coffee with the principal on the 16th. We'll see. If so, I will put that in Class Dojo like I normally do. But thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful Friday and a very happy weekend. Bye-bye.